watching Chronicle, Crime Files Behind the Tape.
Okeechobee is a town that, when I say most people know each other, it's a town where they really do. And if they don't know them by name, they know them by face.
This is not the big city, so people in small communities, they talk.
Absolutely.
In April of 1999, the whispers around town were about Margaret Burnham and her son Thomas, who lived in this house.
She was a real old lady, maybe in her 80s, 90s, and she just come out, sit on the porch.
17 years later, I went back to the crime scene and found a neighbor, Armando Gutierrez. He says he was home when Thomas found his mother.
I mean, he was running towards my house, and he was yelling, "Mondo, Mondo, call the law, call the law." And I said, "What's wrong? What happened?" And he said, "Somebody killed Mama." So I went over there, and I went to the back room, and yes, she was, somebody had killed her, yes. I went in there and saw her, and she was dead. Yes.
Her throat had been cut. She was attacked in her room, a very violent attack. Suggests that somebody was either very mad with her or in a state of mind that they were just very vicious about it.
The door was unlocked, nothing was out of place, and Margaret was in bed, still wearing her ring.
Here again, we have other evidence that were found in the scene that may be relevant. It makes you think that there was some other reason why they attacked her.
Over the years, many people were questioned, including a caretaker who also lived at the home. There are still rumors claiming the son, Thomas, knew more. He now lives in Kentucky. We do know there was an insurance policy up to 50 grand, but that was never proven as a motive. Felicia?
Our next case takes us to the Treasure Coast. The story begins at the St. Lucie Inn Bar in 2006. It ends with Dory Ann Myers missing, her car and house set on fire.
She was hanging out, having some drinks. She met two gentlemen who claimed to have been in the military, who had got injured and were just coming home. She had some drinks with them, and then she left around 11 p.m. with them.
Detective Ron Wentz with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office says the three ended up back at Myers' Lakewood Park home.
Approximately 3 a.m. on January 11, 2006, 911 was called by a neighbor. They had heard some loud talking, and then they heard some car doors slam, and about 5 or 10 minutes later they heard what sounded like a train.
The neighbors saw Myers' home engulfed in flames. 3 hours later, around 6 a.m., her car was found some 80 miles away in Glades County. It too had been torched.
Why did they burn the car?
To cover up evidence.
Investigators weren't able to get fingerprints or any DNA from the car or house. They were destroyed. This month is the 11-year anniversary, and tips have come in recently, but there are still no viable suspects. If you have any information, call the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Todd and Tiff?
19 years ago in Port Salerno, 2 women were killed within 2 days of each other.
Detectives believe the suspect is hiding in Mexico, and they fear he could be watching and preying on other women right now.
This is a picture of the bloody handprint. I remember my first thought was, I'm afraid we've got a serial killer.
In 1997, Martin County Sheriff William Snyder was a captain when he was called to an abandoned trailer in Port Salerno. On May 10th of that year, Miranda Kale was found inside, naked, her head crushed.
Based on the severity of the violence, we believe that the victim was kicked to death by the suspect while she laid on the ground.
That case is now in the hands of Detective Dan DeLocke. He's re-examining clues like that handprint and the boot found with the tip smashed in, and the possible killer's connection to another victim.
2 days later, got another phone call. Another body had been found. This one also in advanced decomposition, just a short walk from where our first homicide occurred.
Children found Tara Lynn Kirstein in the woods, strangled, nude, and covered with wood.
We feel pretty confident that the overwhelming likelihood is that Medina Gomez is in fact the killer of both of these young women.
This picture is of Adrian Medina Gomez. This was taken on the street just 2 days before the first homicide was discovered. In the second case, he was actually seen with the victim, which was Tara Kirstein. He was seen with her the night of her death or possibly the night before.
Deputies believe Adrian Medina Gomez, an immigrant, slipped over the border to Mexico.
There's no indication that he would have stopped once he left here.
As for Miranda Kale, she left behind 2 children, one just 8 years old when her mother was killed.
He doesn't deserve to be living. He doesn't deserve to be breathing the same air that I do. He's awful. He took something that meant a lot to me and a lot to the other kids away. And my family, he just tore it apart.
He is a clear and present danger, and we would do anything we could to get him back. He could have come back into this country, and he could be really, as we sit here, stalking women somewhere in the United States.
Medina has a warrant out for his arrest for Miranda Kale's murder. As for Terrell and Kirstein's case, he's a person of interest.
And Todd, there is a third victim here.
There is, and the crime happened before. Medina also a prime suspect in another attack on a woman in the same area a month and a half before the murders. She survived.
There's a lot of things I've forgotten, but that's one thing you don't forget.
Next, the investigation into a haunting mystery in Vero Beach on Chronicle Crime Files Behind the Tape.